Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. Brett Anderson gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Designated hitter, Joey Rickard.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Here's Manny Machado now from the stretch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. A step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here. Okay, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Here's Jed Lowry now. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado is there. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. His solo shot accounted for their only score of the ball game a night ago. In there, 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's got a 3-for-7 line. He's taken him deep once. A ball and a strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 Oakland. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Up top, it's 2-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Line toward right center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Breaking ball stays high.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on.
Ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
You got 2 balls.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2-2.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting sixth, first baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
Digging in, Chris Davis. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Nope.
And that misses ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
One and one, the count to Chris Davis. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Tim Beckham would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Striding in, Tim Beckham, man at first after the 2-out walk. Hit on the ground to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Into the box, Colby Rasmus, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Stepping in, Mark Hanna, set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Rasmus. And he makes the catch in the corner. Coming to the plate now, Chad Pinder, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Josh Begley to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing. Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Lowe Garcia.
Stepping up to the plate, Lowe Garcia. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back now at the Oakland Coliseum on a fine day for baseball in the East Bay. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Uh-oh, this one goes behind him at the plate. Careful now, it's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Here's laid off and the count runs full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Lowry on to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail it here 2-0. So striding in, Cesar Hernandez as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Cesar Hernandez.
Now here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. The 2-1. Popped high in the air. Machado has a play. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Jed Lowe. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Chapman is off at first with 2 away. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Hitting guys back to back? Umpires don't have much patience for that kind of thing, whether it's intentional or not, and neither does the team that's getting plunked.
Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Jones is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's strand a couple. They're up 2. Leading off the inning, Manny Machado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Count still at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Kenna is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Adam Jones is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Into the concrete staircases and gone.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, hitting his spots, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom, he misses his location, and the game is tied. Back to square one.
Here's Chris Davis now. No balls and a strike to count. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Tim Beckham.
Riding in once again, Tim Beckham. He reached on a single in his first try. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Ripped down the first base line. Olsen right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, Mark Canha. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Here comes the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Now to the plate, Chad Pinder. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Two and 0.
Inside, ball 2.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
1 strike.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is the guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third. The second for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So striding forward now, Colby Rasmus. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
Here's the pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Gloved by Lowry. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Standing in, Andrew Susak. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kenna giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Emilio Pagan, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And it's 1-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Popped him up. Olsen is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. At the plate, Lowe Garcia. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And that's the 1st out.
Up next for Oakland.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category. And sure enough, his name is right there at the top. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out toward left. Mancini moves over. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Matt Chapman. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Right at the 3rd baseman, and that'll end the inning. The A's. Here's Manny Machado now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch hack in here, and that's the 1st strike.
0-1's the count.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Popped him up. And there's your 1st out of the inning. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball 4. Time for a deep breath.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Adam Jones comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Olsen is over to take a look. Schoop stands at first with 1 out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Ready once again, Chris Davis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and 1 strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
The 1-2. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
We'll try again. 1-2. Struck him out. At the plate, Tim Beckham, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. High pop-up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the East Bay right after this. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. So far this season, Olson is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones on the move. 1 away. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year as the A's move out to a 3-2 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
So now it's Mark Hanna. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of the slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And that brings up Chad Pinder,
as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
Rasmus is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for Oakland.
Striding in for Oakland, Josh Begley, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lays off 1-0. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Lowe Garcia would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Richard Blyer is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. In now, Lowe Garcia. He swings and grounds it to short. Machado has it, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And will step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. Comes set with the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Blyer has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing, he's going to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded.
Leading off for Baltimore.
Into the box now, Colby Rasmus. No hits to this point. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And that misses 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Susac. He doubled his last time through. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, This guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Andrew Susak goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
So 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Garcia is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Ready now, Jed Lowry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Jed Lowe.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that's going to find the alley. Extra bases here for Lowry. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Machado. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. So here's the cleanup hitter. Matt Olson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Stephen Piscotty will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mancini sprinting after it, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And to score is the runner from third. It's 5-2. Chris Davis will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Try it again, 3-2. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no. Stephen Piscotty will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base.
Standing in, Trey Mancini. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Liam Hendricks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Manny Machado now. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Too high, and it's 3-0. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And boy, that is nowhere near the strike zone as it's all the way to the backstop and a 4-pitch walk. Digging in once again, Jonathan Scope. It was a walk in his last trip. Ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Machado stands at second with 2 gone. The ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Throws in for strike 3, and that retires the side. Orioles lead 1. They trail 5-2. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 35, Brad.
Digging in now, Mark Hanna. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. First offering on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And that brings up Chad Pinder. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
Davis is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Josh Phegley. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded weakly to the right side. To his left, Scope. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Blake Trinan takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So digging in now, Tim Beckham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, no balls and a strike. Bouncer to the left side. Hernandez fields it cleanly. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Colby Rasmus. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-2 the final today. The Oakland A's rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Emilio Pagan claims the win out of the pen, his first. Blake Trinan wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the Orioles Athletics, 5 runs, 8 hits,